Thank you so much for the time, man. Really appreciate it.
Appreciate you, man. Thanks for having me.
So you're a crazy man. You're taking this on 3 weeks' notice. You're back in action. There's no sweat to you. This is like you're good with the short turnaround. I know it's been a bit of a yo-yo with your camps and whatnot, but taking on Jaron Ennis in just 3 weeks' time, that's a big ask. Why did you say yes to the risk?
I'm a professional athlete. You know what? I'm a professional at what I do, and it's every fighter's dream to fight at this level, this of competition. And I mean, Showtime main event. It's big, but I also live with the mindset of a lot of people in this world miss the opportunity of success because they're afraid to take risks in
Yeah.
life. And he who's not courageous enough to take risks will accomplish nothing in life. And this is it. This is such a big risk. It's 3 weeks' notice, but this is everything I've worked for 7 years long since coming to America from South Africa. I came out here with the mindset that I will fight for world title again on the biggest stage of television, and this is it. The opportunity knocked. I can walk away and say no and never know, and someone else might have it, or I can just grab it, take the risk, and go after your dream and your desires, and that's exactly what I'm doing.
Has this preparation for this fight, has it felt freeing at all? Just because you feel like you're kind of just jumping right into it. Maybe there hasn't been the perfect plan. You're just like, hey, opportunities here, and maybe things will go your way. You're confident in your skill set.
You know what? I'm confident in what I can bring. I know if the game plan works and the guy that I know I am shows up, oh, it's going to be a long night for Ennis as well. It's going to be a long night. But how's this camp been? You know what? I'm a professional, so I kind of stay in shape always. And 2020, man, let's just talk about 2020. This year has been such a crazy year, right?
Yes,
And to
absolutely.
get like this, you never know when you're going to get it again. This is my second time fighting for the IBO world title. The first time I was successful. This is the second one, and I'm excited.
What do you see as far as taking on Ennis, his skill set?
Hey,
What do you
hey,
what do you feel like he brings to the table, and how do you plan on stopping it?
he brings a lot to the table. He's 26-0, 24 knockout, so he's got that pop. He's he's a dangerous fighter, but I also looked at his record. Take nothing away from any, but he's never really fought anyone on my level, competition wise. And then I look at who I fought. I've been in there with some big names, tough guys. He's I just got to be very focused and stick to my game plan. And yeah, that's it.
How have you enjoyed South Florida? I've seen you in Davie at Javier Santana's Sweatbox Gym, training with
I'm
some of the guys down here. How much are you enjoying South Florida?
Oh, so much, man. I've been living in LA for 7 years, and this is completely opposite from Los Angeles. This is very relaxed, beautiful. The weather is beautiful. I love the sound of rain. And out in LA, we don't do that, so it's nice. I really enjoy. I get to focus and I get to wind down and really think about what I have to do.
Was training in LA tough because you guys obviously it's much more strict in California with
Yeah,
lockdowns and whatnot. So did that play a part in you wanting to come down here? What led you to South Florida?
yeah. I just don't want any distractions. I know when I'm down here, there's really no distractions. Out in LA, I'm comfortable. I move around, comfortably in the sense of my people that's out there. But I came down to South Florida so that I can really just train, eat, sleep, train, eat, sleep, train, eat, sleep, train, and just no distractions.
How have you? One of the guys we've talked to a bunch. I've talked to him since the beginning of his career. Xander Zayas, the young buck. What's it like? What do you make of his skill set? How's he coming along? That's
Hey,
that's my
it's
guy. He
it,
talk. Him and I get back and forth with it. How's he looking? Chris is
hey, hey, he's a good kid, and skill sets wise, oh, he's he's smart. I mean, he's going to be something special. He's a strong for 147, young, full of life, quick, and bright future. It's been a pleasure for him helping me.
So your division, the welterweight divisions, obviously, it's always been one of the hottest divisions in the sport. Hotly contested right now because the guy you fought in Errol Spence is got 2 of the belts, and everybody talking about him versus Crawford and whatnot. If you win and you're successful on the 19th, do you think you put yourself back into that picture as IBO champ as and
absolutely. If I'm successful on the 19th of December and I walk away with a W, the next step for me is I really want to push for a rematch with Errol Spence because he's the only guy to beat me. So obviously I want to get another shot at him. But absolutely, no doubt about it. I walk away with the W. I'm right back in there.
And you thought yourself when that you talked about the path of wanting to get back to a world title. Did you always know it was going to happen? Was there any ever doubt in your mind that it wasn't going to get back there? Or did you always feel like in due time you'd be back there?
Getting goosebumps talking to you, because if you know me, you know my mindset, and I'm a man of faith, but I'm a visionary. I'm a man of vision. So I believe if I can see it in my mind, you can achieve it. I've always been like that, and this is the beautiful thing about this whole experience is I always knew that I will get another shot at the world title. When I left my country, I left to inspire the kids back home and show them, hey, the first time wasn't luck. Like I can work my way back up and I can get another shot at the world title, this time in a complete foreign country like America, which is the biggest. And I never stopped believing it. And the man to thank for that is my father, my dad. My dad was my biggest fan, my biggest supporter. He was my best friend. He was my hero. But I wanted to, so many times, to throw in the towel and go back home because it's really tough out here. You can imagine I'm from South Africa, a small town. I came over to America with no family, no friends, no one, and told everyone I'm gonna get to the top again. I'm gonna get that world title fight on a major network. People laughed at me, and it was tough, man. And there was moments, I'm not gonna lie, there were so many moments where I wanted to get back on a plane and go home to my comfort zone and just it was so tough. But every time I would want to do that, my dad would reassure me how much he believed in me, and my dad would say, I believe in you. You need to believe in yourself. You need to work hard. And then I would hang out a little bit longer. And I lost my dad 2 years ago this month. And I can say, Dad, I'm sorry, man. I can say, Dad, I've done it, man. And I'm excited. I'm excited because finally everything I said I'm going to do and everything my dad believed in me. I missed out. The thing for me is I missed out on 5 years of a relationship with my dad back home because I was here. If only he was here to see it finally paying off. But I know he's with me. I know his spirit is with me, and he's proud of me. I'm just excited, man, because people don't know what I went through.
Do you feel that you have a lot of belief behind you? Because, people will look at this and they'll say, they're bringing in the veteran for the young guy who's undefeated, who has all the knockouts. Yeah. Like, they're doing a test against him, but they're putting it up. The odds are stacked against you because you're coming in on the short notice. And do you like that role? Do you like the fact that nobody believes you?
Believe it or not, for most of my career, I've been kind of the B side, like the kind of the not giving a good shot. I was never given the shot to win a world title. I was never given the opportunity since all of this started, in the sense of when I fought the gold medalist, Commonwealth champion Bongani Moalasi for the world title eliminator. No one gave me a shot. No one. I was written off, and I proved them wrong. Okay. Then I fought Kaiser Mabuza for the world title. No one gave me a shot because Kaiser Mabuza just came to America, knocked out Kendall Holt, 3 times world champion, and then fought Zab Judah, and then I was going to fight him, and I beat him, and then defended it 2 times successfully, beat Matthew Hatton, and went 12 rounds with Canelo, and just I've been always been like, nah, we don't know. So it doesn't affect me, because to be honest, we both know if that's the case, really no one is expecting me to do any good. They're all expecting the other guy to do better. So no pressure for me. But that's just it.
We started off this interview talking about taking risks and the reward and that type of stuff. What do you make of, I guess, the landscape of champs today, of guys? It feels like, fans, as a guy who myself, I love, consuming the sport, and we all want to see the big time matchups. What do you make of it today, as far as, the direction of how boxers maybe are led not to take the risk or not to go up against champ versus champ?
But man, you know why? Like, let's talk about the UFC quickly. In the UFC, if you lose, if you get an O, a 1, if you lose, it's not a big deal.
No,
it's not a big deal. It's like, hey, come back. But in boxing, we've created this whole thing where, if you lose once, you're a has-been. If you lose once, you're not that good. Because the fans, the media, everyone makes that whole put that pressure on the fighters.
Right.
Lose once, he's done. Come on, dude.
What do you think that is, man? Because I love both sports. I'm a huge UFC fan and I'm a huge boxing fan. Yeah. I don't know what that is. Like, I would love to see guys just continue to go and not think less of them.
That's it. Like, hey, man, let me regroup and prove myself again and again and again. Like, as long as I'm not a punching bag. But and that's the reason why all these top fighters like your Spence and Crawford, all these guys are kind of like, it's one reason, and then the second reason is the promoters. Just so much politics, but I think we're gonna see the big fight soon. But you get me. I blame the media and the fans for putting that pressure on us as boxers that if you lose once, kind of done. Like, what is that? You don't see that in the UFC. Not at all. In the UFC, it's not a big thing.
Yeah, in the UFC, it's a crazy thing. Like, there were people talking. I don't know. I'm sure you follow the sport, but like the last lightweight championship, Khabib, when he won his fight, people wanted, if he did leave the sport, people wanted Gaethje to get the next shot, even though he lost. And it's just like, that's the mentality. Like, people are like, you're so appreciative that they put on good fights. They'd even want to see you right back in there. And I think that's awesome. I love the fact that it makes that kind of round robin with it. Before and just one more notice as we're talking about the big picture of the sport, Chris. You're a guy who's been in LA. I feel like I've seen you on Instagram with celebrities who like to box. As a pro boxer, that's a big thing right now. The YouTubers fighting Floyd Mayweather, Logan Paul, and all that type of stuff. You've been in the sport forever, man. Got even celebrities who are in the gym at all points. How much more do you know than them, and how much can you toy with them because of your lifetime of knowledge of boxing?
Well, I'm gonna just be straight honest. I'm in Los Angeles in Hollywood, so there's a lot of actors and it's a lot of image looking. You get these actors that come to the gym and try it, and no, it's this is my job. So no, it's crazy that they would even think they can beat a professional fighter. But now I'm going to tell you this. I train an actor, Frank Grillo. Frank.
From Kingdom. Love him.
Frank's amazing. Well, let me tell you something about Frank. Frank, his whole life has been an athlete. And he was a wrestler. He did some mixed martial arts. The guy's got hands. Now Frank, I told Frank, I said, hey, if you were in your 20s and you pursued the sport of boxing, I can see you because of you're such an athlete. And for the age, 50 plus. The guy's got hands, not hands to do anything to a professional fighter. No, but he can handle himself. There's very few that can actually throw hands. It's crazy.
It's crazy. Well, look, Chris, I'm looking forward to the fight. Thank you so much for spending time with us, being so open with us. And
No?
I don't know anybody who could listen to this interview who's not rooting for you, man. I mean, that seems,
Come on.
I hope I hope it all gets fulfilled for you. All right.
Be blessed, brother, because now I'm already so happy and excited because I can now go and inspire the people I want to inspire, the kids. I can go and share my story and tell them how I did it. Like a small guy from a guy from a small town in South Africa, he went all the way to America, and he did it, again. And that's my passion. If you know me, my joy comes from inspiring people. I just want to motivate people, and I do that by sharing my struggle and my stories and my testimony. So on that note, man, I appreciate your time. Thank
Absolutely.
you. I like that heat in the back.
Thanks, brother. Yeah, man.
The heat, babe.
Big time Heat
Let's
fan.
go.
Big time Heat fan.
Oh.